resign for the, take Gary's place?
There's nothing on the agenda for Gary's resigning, right? Do we have to announce that?
No,
I've never been through it, I don't know.
when, I don't believe we
The
do,
letter's
it's
in
just,
there, and
mhm.
Yeah, I saw it.
acknowledge that he's resigned and that we have
Okay,
an opening.
okay.
And when Hollis resigned, while he was ill, that's what we did, you know, we just kept it on file and,
Yeah.
you know, same with our minutes and everything.
Or we could announce we had a palace revolt and you're the new king.
Right? That's, that'll go over well.
So how was hunting? Or did you go hunting?
Yeah, I did. It wasn't bad, it was better than I thought it was gonna be. It's not the best year we've ever had, but there's definitely a lot of birds up there.
Well, that's what my grandson said. He went out on the side by side, just on the rail bed. He said, they're not too skittish yet, because I saw 4 and got 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just telling John and that, I took a ride in a bike last night on the rail bed and I saw 4.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter went opening day, she and her husband, and she had her limit by noontime. So some different than last year. So,
Took my grandson, he did the retrieving, the pointing, and offered a lot of advice.
there you go.
That's what they're for.
And you had a nice ride.
What do we,
I don't know. I would say that should be about 6 o'clock.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the October 8th meeting of the Caribou Utilities District Board of Trustees. We have a quorum tonight, so we can conduct official business. The first item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the September 10th monthly meeting.
So moved. I'll second it.
Is there any discussion? All in favor? Thank you. Second item is financial reports, budget and financial reports for the period ending September 2025. And I'm going to turn that over to John and Sue, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Nothing is, I don't see anything really out of the ordinary. I guess if there's any questions or comments, that we could start there.
I will mention one thing. You might have questions when you see a negative figure for the month. And I was talking with John, and I reclassified some of our bills and things that had gone through earlier and put them in different account numbers. And that's why you'll see a negative, and then the opposite account will be debited for that same amount.
Okay. Can I ask where are you seeing that? I guess I missed that.
Yeah, so,
Right, okay.
so I give an like an
Okay.
aggregate of the accounts, so you really don't see those on your end. But, so basically, just some of the accounts that were higher last month might be lower this month
Okay.
because it got shifted to a different account.
Oh, I didn't notice that before. You do change it
Yeah.
on your side,
Yeah.
because on my side it's showing the negatives. Okay, that's fine. I will mention on the insurances, the property and casualty insurance on the water side, I believe it's account 6 657, that has been paid in full for the year. And the following item, 658, workers' comp, we just received the last quarter for that payment, and that will be going out this month for those two.
Any other questions, comments, or concerns? I would accept the motion to accept the financial reports for September.
I'll second it.
He wants a motion.
No one's motion? Oh, I'll do the motion, I guess.
I'll second it.
Sounds good. Any other discussion?
No.
All in favor? Thank you, motion passes. Multi-department update, again, I'll turn this over to John.
Sure. After many months, our vacuum truck finally landed. Everything went great with the startup. They were here for 3 days, well, 2.5 days, to do the startup and training for the crew. Luckily, it's very similar to the one that we already have, so there wasn't a lot of new stuff for them to learn. A few different options, but we're pretty confident that everybody is well trained and ready to move forward with the new truck. We did get all the final paperwork for the certificate of origin after we provided payment, and Sue was able to get it registered today, so they're going to start using it here the next time they need it. It's inspected as well.
And the old truck?
They're in the process of cleaning out all of our stuff that we're keeping that's on it and washing it up, and then we're going to post it on like Municipid or one of the other government bidding platforms to see what we can get for it.
And I see the congratulations are in order for the Jet Sea Award.
Yeah, I'm not big on
Oh, I think it's
awards, stuff like
awesome.
that, but I just wanted to let you know that I was acknowledged at the conference. I wasn't there in person, but they did send back the plaque.
It's very nice.
That's all I have for multi-department. Moving on to the water department. I think we talked about it last time that we applied for the NBRC grant. That went successfully in, and then we received notification that we were asked to do a full application, which is a good step in the right direction towards an ultimate grant. That full application is due at the end of this week, and it's well underway with the help of Jim Lord and NMDC. So that'll be ready to go. It should be ready to go tomorrow. We'll get it out, and then I think we'll know what Jay would look. Is it like 3 weeks or a month? before
About
the
a
final
month, we
award?
should know by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then part of that process is we need a resolution making me the administrator over the grant and any signing authority for the grant. So there is a resolution in the packet. That's kind of their boilerplate language that they need as part of the, and that has to be part of this application. I guess without it, the application gets denied. So it's kind of a
Okay.
critical step for the application.
And Dave, you also have to sign the resolution as the treasurer of the district once you vote on it.
So it's in the back of the packet. It looks like that.
You need a motion on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
There's a copy of it.
I don't see that in the package.
Uh-oh. I do have
Just read
another
on.
one.
I got it.
You got it?
You got it?
You got it? Oh, you got it too?
I do, thank you.
You want to do this now?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, resolution of the Caribou Utilities District, whereas the Caribou Utilities District has been awarded funding from the Northern Border Regional Commission in the amount of $1 million for the Aroostook River Water Main Crossing Project. Now therefore be it resolved that Jonathan G. Hellstrom, General Manager, is hereby authorized on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Caribou Utilities District to apply for, accept, and expend grant funds from the NBRC. The name authorized official is granted full authority to sign all NBRC investment documents that bind the applicant.
Second. All in-
Yeah,
All in favor?
yep.
So I will say that was an extremely competitive grant round. There were over 60 applications just for Maine, and they asked for $35–40 million. So it's a positive step forward that we were even asked to move forward. So, and I give credit to John and Jim for really putting together a good application.
Perfect, great, good to hear. Okay, so we'll get that one
Yep,
signed
get that
after.
signed.
I know we talked about, I think it might also be important to note that the board is kind of invested in this river crossing project and looking for a successful project that will benefit all of the community of Caribou. Any other questions with that, or ready to move on? Good to go?
That's good.
Move on, yeah.
I just want to take an opportunity to thank the Caribou Fire Department. Without any prompting, they lined up EJP to come in and do some hydrant demos on kind of lowering the risk of water hammer when they use hydrants. So they were in and did a training with their staff in the evening. I guess it went over quite well. So that was nice to see that they're taking a proactive approach to protecting our system without us having to even, broach the subject with them, which is nice to see. So I appreciate their work on their training of the hydrant use. Moving on, the drinking water program did their triannual sanitary survey where they come in and inspect all of our buildings, tanks, pump stations, lift stations, all that. Everything went really well. The crew does a great job of keeping things up to par, so it's not very concerning that when they come in, there's only one minor deficiency that was noted. The North Main low pressure tank needs to be inspected on the inside. They'd like to have it done every 10 years. It was done in 2013 was the last time. I think it was supposed to be done as part of the last wave when the other 3 tanks were done, but I think there were some issues with the startup of the new booster stations that it got put off. So we'll get it scheduled. We have until next fall to get it done, so we'll schedule it for next summer, and we'll be back in full compliance with the drinking water program for another 3 years. The Water SCADA PLC project is scheduled for the week of October 12th. It should be 3 or 4 days. We've confirmed we have all the parts that we need. Contractors are lined up, so it should go pretty smoothly. But just in case, Fred, Derek, and I and all the crew will be available those few days. But we don't anticipate any problems. Then moving on to wastewater department updates. Again, this month, nothing from FEMA. I reached out to the MEMA representative again and didn't get an email response again. This is the 2nd month in a row. So I'm not sure. Of course, right now we're not going to hear anything with the government shutdown, assuming a fair amount of these employees are probably not at work on the federal level anyway. The crew is wrapping up the annual jetting and flushing of the wastewater lines. So it's kind of an important task to make sure that we keep up on grit and grease and clogs that are in our mains to prevent sewer overflows that affect our customers and the environment. And then also we did a joint combined space training with the highway department. It helped get them in compliance with the Maine Department of Labor. And it also gave us an opportunity to kind of practice confined space rescue in a controlled environment for our crew, which is a good yearly refresher for them as well. So it's a kind of a win-win for everybody. That's all I have for wastewater updates.
So I don't know if it was you that was telling me, or the FEMA applications over a certain dollar amount actually have to go to Washington for signatures. And I guess there's a pile of them sitting on someone's desk down there. So I think that's a big part of the reason why we're not
It
hearing
really could be.
anything back.
The last thing I heard, we were, like, everything was ready to go. All we needed was, we had to adopt the local EMA's
Emergency management
plan,
Yep.
which we did all that within a few days because the way the timing worked with our board meeting. And they're like, great, that's the last step that you're gonna need. And
Yep.
then it's just been silence for several months, so. Yeah, it's frustrating, but
Any questions, comments, or concerns on the multi-department, water department, or wastewater department updates? Okay.
Nope.
I don't think we need a motion or anything on those.
I think so, yeah.
So, under other business, we unfortunately received a letter of resignation from Gary Aiken, effective on September 19th, 2025. And I think we wish him the best and hope that things work out well for him, and we have to move on. So we are looking for an additional person to serve on the CUD, and applications are available at the Utilities District Office down on Limestone Street, or through the city clerk's office here at the city office. And do we need to go into executive session on the second item of the other business? On the
No,
Yeah, I think we already agreed
Okay.
unanimously, I think, already on it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
we, at the last meeting, John had asked for an additional week of paid vacation per year. I guess it was the last meeting, it was in September. And I don't think there was any real heartburn from any of the trustees on allowing that, but I would certainly accept a motion allowing.
so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Perfect, thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Are there any other items not covered? We've already done the resolution. Any other items not covered?
I do have one item. Our wastewater rates back in '21, when we did our 5-year increase, we just adopted the new rate effective for the November billing. And it will be $275 a year. If you remember, we did it on a $5 a year increase for the 5 years. So once we get through this year, we'll have to look again and see what we will do as far as rate increases. And it amounts to like 42 cents a month. So it's roughly $9,000 a year for roughly 1,800 customers. But that will be effective on the November billing. We just updated the system today.
And then our next window to do the 1.5% increase for the water rates without going through a full rate case it starts in January, right?
Yes, it would be,
Correct,
right, because it will affect, actually, the billing in February will be for the January usage.
Right, okay, yeah. So I think the way we left it last year, we were going to be amendable to doing that 1.5% every year, knowing that it doesn't even match inflation. So we'll probably move forward with that, and then we'll have something to present to you, hopefully for next month, what the rates are going to be.
And also, John, the decision if we'll be doing
Yeah.
monthly.
Bi-monthly versus monthly
Monthly.
billing, we'll we'll have that discussion as well.
Okay.
Where are we with the Loring feasibility study?
It's still in the works. I haven't seen a draft yet, but I know that Jim reached out with a bunch of questions and some of the other crew at Deergo, so I know it's still in the works.
Anything else? Schedule our next meeting, which, just trying to look in my eyes, I can't see quite that far, November 12th.
Yeah, November 12th, so it's the day after Veterans Day. I'm available, but I just wanted to throw that out there. That is a, some people like to stretch out holidays around, or vacations around holidays. So.
I'm good. I don't get that one off, so
No.
no.
I get a lot of time.
Get 'em off?
now, yeah.
So we'll stick with November 12th. Okay.
So I will not be here for the December meeting, which if it is scheduled for the 10th.
Okay. Actually, that's the main rural water
It is
show
the,
is that
it's
week.
that week.
Those days too. So maybe we can think about shifting that one if that works for you guys.
I think that is the one that the trustees would like to review our budget
Right. Yeah.
for the December.
Yeah.
So are we going to set up a date right now?
I was just planting the seed. We don't have to.
Well, like John has said, that's the
No,
week
yep.
for the conference.
So is that for the 10th? Is that what it is now?
It's supposed to be the 10th.
You want to go another week, the 17th? Or you want to do it later or earlier?
Later would be better.
Better, yeah.
So you want to do it for
The
a week after?
15th, I mean, what's
The
that the next one?
17th.
17th?
Yeah.
17th.
Yeah.
We'll shoot for the 17th. I'll send out, I'll check with Dave Bellier and with Penny or Danielle to make sure the room is available.
Okay.
And then, so we'll tentatively shoot for the 17th.
Well, even if the room weren't available, we do have a boardroom. I mean, NMDC
yeah.
has a boardroom. I'm realizing it's not televised. I know you have a boardroom,
We
so
do.
I mean, there's.
We do.
Okay, yep, great.
I would accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll motion it.
Second?
All in favor? I guess you don't need. Well, thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
And thank you.
Well, I think one more audition and you can have the job.